To graph using the 83 or the 84 or a version of this, we're going to go ahead and start in our y equals like you would graph anything. In y1, I'm going to use my negative 3x plus 7, and in y2, I'll do 4 divided by x. Now your calculator might be a little bit newer and look different, but the functionality will be the same. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to graph. And what I have done already, because I knew my graph was going to be intersecting in quadrant 1, is I had changed the window. So in window, if you want to change it to look like mine, I have 0 to 5 by 0.25s, 0 to 5 by 0.25s again. So it gives me a nicer view of the area that I'm trying to intersect or look for the intersection points at. So just play around with your window and zooming until you get something that looks nice. So now where we're always going to go is into this calculate, which is your second trace option, and I'm looking for option 5, which is the intersect. So it's asking for the first curve, and it's telling me that my cursor is at 2.5, negative a half. So if I use my left arrow, I'm going to find that my blinky guy is here. So basically by saying first curve, it's saying, is this blinker on one of the lines? Well, yes. So I'm going to hit enter. Now it says, is it on the second curve or the other line that you're trying to intersect? Yes, you should notice that it jumped to the other one. So it doesn't matter where, so I'm just going to hit enter, and then it says guess. So I might just try and arrow over to where I think they intersect, and then hit enter a third time, and it will tell me that my intersection point was 1.33, 3. So now I'm just going to do that same process to find our other point of intersection up here. So now I'm going to go second trace for that calculate option, number 5 again, but now I'm going to arrow my blinker towards the top, okay, and then I'm going to say yes, it's on the first curve. Hit enter again, it will have jumped. You can see up here y2, now it's on 4 over x, so I know it has switched to the second line. Hit enter, and then try and guess it down on the intersection point, and then hit enter a third time, and I will get that second point of 1, 4. So you just have to make sure you're looking at all of the information the calculator is giving you. Up here it'll tell you what line the cursor is on, and then down here it'll give you your ordered pair. Okay, so let's try that again with our second one. So I'll go back to my y equals, and I'm going to change that to be 3x squared. Arrow down and change this one to be 10 over x, and then I'll graph that. Okay, again, I'm still in quadrant 1, so that's not really doing me a lot of good here. So I could go back to zoom. Standard is always a nice place to go, which is option 6. So then I can see I have a parabola and my hyperbola, and I'm looking for this intersection point right here. So I can go to second trace, which is your calculate again, option 5. Use my cursor to find the blinky guy. We can see right now it's on y1, which is your parabola. So I'm going to hit enter. Then it's jumped to y2, which is 10 over x, so I can see that it's on the other curve. I can hit enter. I'm going to arrow over to guess it as close as I can. Hit enter a third time, and now it gives me my intersection point of 1.49 and 6.69. So you can just round those to the nearest hundredth, but then I will have one point of intersection here, 1.49, 6.69 for one solution in this graph.